And we're off. A little stuff in the road. And they don't have a stop sign, so I gotta check before I go. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how much fun this is. I mean, for the average person riding a motorcycle, well, I guess nobody's average if you're riding a motorcycle, but you know what I mean. The average motorcycle rider is probably pretty fun. But for me, someone who spent 20 years locked up, you know, certified as an adult when I was a juvenile, 16 years old, spending all that time in a cage, state prison, TDC, not just a cage, but 10 of those years were spent in administrative segregation, which is solitary confinement, for 10 years straight. If you can imagine being locked in a cell by yourself for 10 years straight. They finally let me out of there, and I spent the last 5 years in, well, the last 8 years I guess, in regular population, which was probably a good idea. It got me used to being around people again before I was finally released on parole. But so yeah, I spent from the age of 16 to the age of 36 locked up in prison, and so now I'm free. And I've dreamed about motorcycles for a very long time. I've spent many years sitting in that cell by myself thinking about motorcycles, and wishing I could be out on the open road free and riding. So this is awesome for me. Now my dad, I remember pictures of my dad before I was even born. Him and his brothers and friends all together riding motorcycles. Of course they were riding the older cruisers, and I never looked at cruisers. I always wanted a sport bike. But I just remember looking and hoping one day I would be free and be able to ride. So here I am, riding. And it's awesome. Open road. I'm not even, usually I have 813 miles on this thing. I just bought it brand new with no miles on it maybe a week and a half ago, something like that. And most of these miles I wasn't even going anywhere. I was just riding because I was just enjoying the freedom of the open road. I totaled my first one, my first new Ninja, a couple months ago. That video is on my channel if you want to see it. A lot of people were pretending or acting like I was blaming the other driver. I wasn't. I was just explaining why I made the mistake I made of going when I shouldn't have gone. And so yeah, I ended up putting the post-crash footage up so people could see what I actually said to the police and to her and to the bystanders. And I never once said it was her fault. Even afterwards, realizing her speed was a factor that I mistook, I still wasn't ever saying it was her fault. But just because I pointed out her speed, a lot of people were trying to be haters and pretend I was saying it was her fault. And so there's a lot of comments Now, I'm not a thin-skinned person, so I didn't even remove their comments. I just responded to a lot of them and ignored others. You know, for me, it's, you know, you've been riding for 10, 15 years, whatever. Yeah, sit there and criticize somebody. Dude, I've been locked up in a cell for 20 years. I'm gonna get out here and have fun. If it kills me, I don't care. I'll be dying having fun instead of dying in a cell by myself. So I'm okay with that. I spent a lot of years on the edge. Could have died at any point for a lot of reasons, and I wasn't having fun. Now I'm having fun, so the risk factor is nothing. I'm gonna get out here and ride until I die. Doesn't mean I'm one of those crazy riders that rides around doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, if I was gonna do that, I wouldn't have got a 400. I would have got a liter bike or a 6R. But this 400 has plenty of power for me. If I want to gun it for a little bit, I can do that. But that's not my thrill factor. My thrill factor is being on the open road on a motorcycle. I can just have a little fun, you know, just cruise. You know, it's just 40-mile-an-hour speed limit. I'm going 41, staying around that, and I'm having fun. A lot of people, motorcycles are about speed. For me, it's about freedom. I'm not locked in a cage. Kind of ironic to me that motorcycle riders call cars cages. I find that appropriate because I spent a very long time in a non-moving cage, and I don't want to spend too much time in a moving cage. You know, I bought the 2018 Honda Accord, and then I bought the 2019 Honda Passport. But this is what I really love, this motorcycle. Sure, it's dangerous. It's a motorcycle. Whatever. Not my problem. Not my worry. I'm having fun. And I'm free. Open road. I can go where I want. Anytime I want. I ride by myself. I'm not in it for the culture. Biker gang, blah blah blah. I was bigger and badder than a lot of them people. That was me before. Now I just want to enjoy life. And that's what I'm doing until it ends. That's all you can ask out of life. I missed out on a lot. It was my fault. Not gonna say it wasn't. It was my own fault. But now I'm here enjoying the open road. And it's a pretty nice culture, you know. Every rider I see, I'm gonna give their bike a wave to. And only one or two haven't done it, and it was mostly because they were in the middle of a turn, or you know, they couldn't move their hands, so they either nodded or was too focused on what they were doing to even see me. But generally, I get the bike wave returned. I don't care what you ride. If you're riding a moped, it don't make a difference to me. You're a biker. If you're going to be out here risking yourself up against these 3,000-pound cars. So yeah, I'm gonna keep riding until it ends. Obviously, like I said, I'm not riding reckless and wild. The The only reason that I gun it sometimes is because I want to get around cars, or because I think cars are following too close, or just occasionally because I want to have fun, you know. I just want to have fun, but I don't want to have too much fun. That's why I got a 400. I don't need to be going 200 miles an hour. And I know if I got a liter bike, I would definitely be going practically 200 miles an hour. So to limit myself in my extracurricular fun, I pretty much decided to get the 400. But that's just me. I like twisty riding better anyway. I don't really, you know, this straight line stuff isn't really my thing. I mean, it's fun, but I like the twisties. Tractor on the road. So yeah, in fact, I'm having so much fun that I actually passed the Walmart. So I'll just go to a different one. I'll just hit the highway and then go around and then find the another Walmart over there. I can see way up there that there's a lane closure on the right, so people are going to be trying to move over, which I can plan for by staying right where I am, moving over some, just in case somebody wants to move over while I'm here. And I've had a lot of close calls like that where people don't see me, but I'm not one of those guys who gets upset, you know, get mad about it. They cut you off, they didn't see you, you know. I put up with a lot in my life. This is nothing. I don't even respond to that. I just act like it never happened, move on with my day, keep having fun. I'm not gonna let anybody kill my buzz. That guy's tire is wobbling like crazy on the back rear, the right side. But yeah, this is I find it funny when them little cars like that try to race me, get on the side of me, and they get in front of me, and you know, I'm not trying to race. I am going a little over the speed limit right now, but that's just because I'm keeping up with the traffic. That guy's going faster. I'm going 47. He's got to be going 55 or something. The other guys you can see in the mirror maybe are right on me, pacing me at almost 50 miles an hour. That's the only reason I'm not going the speed limit right now. See, this guy's coming up on me. The other guy's moving over. See, they see this bike and they think I'm supposed to speed. He's probably going to want to cut in front of me. But they think I'm supposed to speed because I'm on a motorcycle or a sport bike, basically. I know it's a 400, but they probably think it's a liter bike. Don't know anything about bikes. So yeah, I'm about to hit the highway, and I will gun it when I hit the highway because I like to get up and out of the way. Get into the flow of traffic and then get in where I fit in. So now I just have to go wait for this light and jump on the highway. Why are we not moving, people? And I normally never get close to these people like this, but I wasn't moving and the car behind me was kind of moving, so I like to keep a good following distance. So now we're gonna head on into the highway. I guess it's a good test of how much wind this mic is picking up. This is my first time using the mic in the helmet, so it'll be ironic if it's not even recording and I'm talking all this talk. So this is a pretty bad area to be getting on the highway, because you have a road trying to change, and probably ride the highway for a few miles just to see what this thing sounds like with the mic, and then turn around and go back to the store so I can get my stuff for the park. Hate those little bump things in the middle. Dip right there in the road. And yes, I'm going more than the speed limit here, but that's only because I don't see anybody around. If I do, I'll slow down. Road is that turns sideways, because there's no straight road. That was a bumpy turn there. See a bird in the road, but nothing else. Turn is up here. I gotta be a little bit careful. Yep. And nice, beautiful view. Too bad there's no picnic tables over there in that area. I hate those bumpy things right in the middle of my track. I thought about going back around, but I'm just gonna relax for a while, take in the sights, and then I'll go back around. Trying to remember where I was the last time I came here. It was a pretty good spot. This one might be a good spot too. Some nice shade right there if I wanted it. But let's check this out first. I need to get some more people together. Come out here and have some barbecues and stuff.